Hi.
Hi, I'm Cece.
And I'm Caspar.
Follow us on our adventures discovering new places.
We will be interviewing the business owners about their business.
We will also provide reviews on places we've gone and visited. And hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified on our next video. Thank you very much. Here we are at East Perth train station. East Perth train station is a central point in which you can catch Trans-WA bus services to regional places up as far as Kalbarri, down as far as Albany and Esperance. Over to my right, we can see the length of the platform, and down to the left. Also departing here at East Perth train station is the Prospector, which departs here on a weekly basis. And over to the
Where does the Prospector go?
Prospector goes to Kalgoorlie. And over to the right, here far right, we have the East Perth train station, which you can get the train services, which run on interval on an average of every 10 minutes. You can get a train to High Wycombe line, which is on the airport line. So if you're travelling from the airport, this is where you can get on and off to catch your train service or your regional bus service.
Is there any other trains that I can catch from here that go into the country?
There is the Avon Link, which runs from here, which goes to Meriden, or goes to Northam. There is also another Trans-WA service, which is Yoshiland, which departs from Perth Central, which is further down the line this way. Here is one of the Trans-WA buses we were talking about. This one here has just arrived. And has come from the regional areas. Here we are at East Perth train station. Just down at the end of the platform, we have the Prospector, which runs from East Perth Passenger Terminal to Kalgoorlie here in Western Australia. Here at the East Perth Passenger Terminal, we have S-Class 542, which was built between 1943 to 1947, and is one of 10 that were built for Western Australia by the Midland Railway Workshops. Unfortunately, is no longer operating today. This particular locomotive has a sister locomotive, which is fully preserved S549 Greenmount at the Bassendean Railway Museum.
Here we have a little bit of a display on the history of the railways in Perth. A few little photos of certain people that have played a part in the Trans-Australian Railway. And over here we just have a 3D sculpture. Here is a bit more of a display. Staff and
Here is one of the trains that run here in Perth that provides regular services, but between this one here is an A class, which runs between on the Fremantle, Armidale and Midland lines. Approaching in East Perth passenger train station, we have a B class. The B class service the airport line between High Wycombe and Claremont, and also run up and down the line from Rockingham to Mandurah and Mandurah all the way up to Butler. They also run on the Fremantle, Midland lines and Armidale lines. So Caspar, is there anything you want to tell us about East Perth Passenger Terminal?
That as a child we caught the Trans-Australian Railways from this platform, and we used to run up and down the platform waiting for the train to come, and believe me, as a kid, it's a long platform. And that's why I had children of my own. We'd come here and wait and catch the Prospector up to Kalgoorlie, or we'd even sort of catch it back from Kalgoorlie down to Perth. And it was the Prospector looked so tiny against when we were catching the Indian Pacific, which I haven't done as yet, but that would be one thing that I'd really like to do. Come here, catch the Indian Pacific, all the way across to Sydney.
Or vice versa?
Yes, or vice versa. There are actually 3 trains that run in Australia. That's the Indian Pacific, which runs from west to east or east to west, as in its name, Indian Pacific. Then there's the GAN, which runs from Adelaide to Darwin, or vice versa, Darwin to Adelaide. Once again, I haven't been on that train. I'd really like to go on that train as well.
Here we are standing at East Perth Passenger Terminal. Time is 10 to 3 on a Saturday afternoon. We have the Indian Pacific arriving in from Perth, which, as the name would suggest, it travels from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific Ocean, Perth to Sydney, and vice versa. Alright, we'll leave that video there.